Farming is a full circle, especially on a type of animal type operation, where we're taking that grain that we produce, feeding it to that animal, and in turn that animal will fertilize our fields. I like to say beef cattle are a great thing for soybeans, as we use that manure that we get from that animal and apply it to those acres that we were going to plant into soybeans. So in some respects, cattle help soybeans more than soybeans help cattle, and which is a great thing to have that full circle type of environment, being everything kind of working in harmony to create some good products. Hi, I'm Kevin Deinert. I am from Mount Vernon, South Dakota. I farm and raise cattle here, and I am the president of the South Dakota Soybean Association. So in Mount Vernon, I have been farming approximately since 2012. So pushing on 12 years probably now. Came back after college from South Dakota State. Got a degree in animal science there, so that way I could help our farm in a different light. So on our operation, we farm a few different varieties of crops, but mainly corn and soybeans with a little mixture of some small grains every once in a while as well. Also on our farm, we have cattle, whether that be in a feedlot or a cow-calf style operation. So calving season starts way before the calves even hit the ground. We start with that mother cow way last summer already, when she still had her previous calf on her, ensuring that she has the correct nutrients and the correct feed available to her, so that when it comes time to breed, she's in the best condition possible to breed. And then we get into the fall and winter, making sure that, again, that cow has all her pre-breeding shots and all her nutritional requirements met, so that she can continue to grow to provide for when that calf does arrive. So we try to make sure when they're born that they are getting all their nutritional requirements from that mother. It's imperative to make sure that they're up and going, have that first meal from that cow, so that they get all those antibodies and macronutrients that those cattle need. Making sure that they get their proper antibiotics and vaccinations, just like any child going to school. We make sure those calves are ready for their time or their school on the grass. The vaccinations and antibiotics in cattle is perfectly safe. All those vaccinations and everything and antibiotics are very scrutinized by USDA and all those organizations, and very well regulated. And as farmers, we are held to a higher standard of when to administer those and how much we can administer. We follow very strict protocol when it comes to those type of antibiotic use, and we make sure we document that, so that we do everything that we can, and we want to make sure that they are the most comfortable that they can be along the journey. There's a respect for that animal, and we got to have the respect for that animal the whole time. Having that camaraderie, that family values, it's great to have. It's farming with people you love and people you know. It's these people that you've grown up with and known your whole life, and it's having that shared values and shared experiences to help make our family prosper. And everybody, I think, aspires to work with people that they feel like is family. Well, we get the special honor of having our family work with us. As a family operation, having 2 kids in my home is bringing those kids letting them see the operation and how that goes. My son, he's 3 years old, but he gets excited every spring to ride in that tractor, or go feed cows and go harvest, and knowing that one day, maybe if they would like to, being able to pass that on to them. Some of the things that we do to ensure that we have the opportunity to give it to our children is caring for the land as best we can, making sure that we are good stewards of the land, and make sure that we are not taking anything more than what we need, and making sure that that land is better than what we left it. That's why when we farm, it's not for 1 year. We're looking at the next generation. I'm already looking 20 years down the road and making sure that our operation is still around and it's still good for them to be here to farm. We work our whole lives to give things to our children, and I seen that with my dad too. You know, I see him now as he's starting to retire. You know, he's worked over 50 years now, and working that end goal to possibly give it to your children. And I've seen that bring a tear to his eye, and maybe I get to that some point as well.